Welcome to Conscious Creation with actress, author, and healer Dee Wallace. If you want to take charge of your life, really take charge of your life, the next hour will be a fun, enlightening experience in creating the life you want. Whether it's money, health, success, or relationships, join Dee in celebrating the power of you and see your life expand into joyful creation. To join Dee now, call 319-527-6305. And don't forget, Dee can also be heard on BBS Radio, iTunes, iHeartRadio, and live at Oneness Talk Radio. You can also hear Dee on Get Inspired Media Network, Transformation Talk Radio, plus UBN, Universal Broadcasting Network. And now, here's Dee.
Hello, everybody. This is Nadia Angelini, Intuitive Life Coach, subbing for Dee today. Kind of last minute. She's shooting, so I'm super excited to be here with you guys and lots to chat about. So Dee has a couple announcements that she wants me to give you guys, and then we will jump in. So she's doing an amazing free webinar on politics on Wednesday, September 11th from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Guys, it's so important right now because there's so much anger and rage and fear going on the planet right now, as I'm sure some of you are experiencing it. So this could be a great way if you're getting really triggered by the news. Are you getting triggered by things going on the planet? This is a great way to balance that energy so you can really put out and add to what we want to create in the world instead of what we don't want to create. So September 11th, guys, it's free. So I say go, 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 do it. It's going to be great. Also, if you have not picked up Gabby's book yet, Eat, Pray, #FML, you guys got to pick it up. It's funny. It's supporting Dee and her daughter, but it's like a Bridget Jones diary. You'll be laughing and crying. So if you haven't picked it up, it's just a fun read, and it's really great to see her journey. So check that out. It's on Amazon, guys. Anyways, I am Nadia. If you do not know who I am, you can check me out at intuitionbynadia.com. I do monthly energy updates, guys. So I just did the August energy update. You can check it out on my website as well, and you can subscribe. They're free, and it's just to give you a sense of what's coming up in the month if you're in this collective. I always say if you're signing up for it, that means you're probably going to resonate with the energies I'm tapping into. I also just released 2 talks on my, they're $30 each. It's a 30-minute about opening you up. One is for money. One is for relationships. It's a 30 minutes with a meditation at the end and accompanying a workbook. And I love these guys because I find myself repeating myself so much with the same things to people and on shows about how to open yourself up to receiving money, to receiving the love you want in your life, whether it's romantic or just being treated, honored, and connected relationships. So check those out also on my website in the web store. So today, I like to do a little bit, I always channel for like, what does this group need to hear today? And then I will start taking callers. The thing that I got that you guys need to talk about today is this sense of self-doubt, the sense of never being enough. And an awareness of how we talk to ourselves. What are you saying to yourself? I know for me, I've had to be hyper aware as a mom of 2 young kids of like beating myself up, like I'm not being a good mom, or that was a shitty mom thing to do, or whatever it is, instead of like, hey, I'm doing the best I can in this moment. Let me just be honest to where I am. So starting to pay attention to, how do I really talk to myself? Am I beating myself up? Am I talking negatively about my body? Am I thinking I'm stupid? What are the things that you say to yourself that are counterproductive? Because it's time now, guys, to have a strategy of how you want to move forward. And I tell people this all the time. There's a balance in life of really being connected and self-aware of, wow, I'm really angry right now, and that's okay. Don't judge the anger. Don't be upset if you're angry. Use it for what it's meant to be, which is an indicator. It's an indicator of, hey, I'm thinking something that's bringing something up in me. So let me pay attention to that. Let me look right at that. What does that make me know that I want? Because the power of shifting your energy, that's what a conscious creator is. A conscious creator is someone that goes, I'm not just by default reacting constantly to the conditions that are around me. I am consciously choosing the thoughts. So what is your personal vision? sit down, guys. This is the time to do it. Who do I want to be? How do I want to feel? How much money do I want to be making? Don't worry about how to get there. Just get clarity. And every single day, not once a week, not once a month, every single day, you need to be meditating and spending time on your personal vision, giving energy to what you want to grow. Because all day long, we're giving energy to insecurities, energy to self-doubt, energy to what is going on around us. And we need that time to start giving energy where we want it to go. If you're struggling with your body, you need to be spending 15 minutes a day going, I'm seeing you healing. I'm allowing you healing, visualizing it, giving that energy. Where you give your energy, it's going to grow. So you need to be, we get lazy as human beings. We get really lazy. We look at what is and we just respond. I do it all the time too. And even with my kids, like they'll start to drive me crazy. I literally go, I'm so grateful. They're healthy. They're strong. They're full of life. They're freedom seeking. And that's all it is. So don't take it personally, but they're driving you crazy right now. So whatever it is, guys, this is really the time. The energy is speeding up and intensifying on the planet. And if we don't sort of shift into that higher perspective of I want to let God, source, my spirit run my life versus what's coming at me and what other people are doing, you're going to get swallowed up by this energy because it's going to be very intense. There's massive change on the horizon over the next few years, and it can be amazing change or it can be breaking things down and rebuilding, because that's what's really going to be happening on this planet, this sort of breaking down of old constructs and building new ones. It's going to be really slow in the outside world, but for you and your inner journey, it's going to be fast. So if you're in a position where you feel victimized, where you feel things are unfair, you're probably right. You probably are being victimized where things are unfair. But finding your power, going, how do I want to feel? Because if I'm being victimized, that means I feel like I'm the victim, because you cannot be victimized by something unless you're carrying a victim energy. So I want to feel empowered. I want to love myself. I want to know who I am. I want to use my gifts and talents in this world and get paid for it. I want my highest partner, whatever it is for you. Okay, guys, start putting energy there, because if you don't, it's just, it's going to be really slow in coming. And the negative energy on the planet is not that it's, I don't like to say negative actually. The intensity of the energy on the planet, it's going to be very intense, and it's going to be hard not to focus on what's going on around. So having that foundation of I'm only listening to my spirit, to my source. And one of my favorite things Oprah said was she would wake up as a little girl and say, God, use me. I love that. And Marianne Williamson will shift it a little bit, and she'll say, love, use me. And that's really putting you in a state of allowing. It's giving over to your spirit, to your source, to God, whatever word you want to use. So thinking about that, guys, moving forward, I'm so excited to talk to you. We got a lot of callers today, so let's jump in. All right. So first, I got Susan in Niagara Falls. Hi, Susan.
Hi, Nadia. It's so good to talk to you again.
You too, sweetie. So what would you like to look at today?
Well, I've been feeling really, really down because my daughter, who I just dearly love and loved raising her, has turned away from me. And
Why? What is her reasoning?
What?
What's her reasoning for that? Why is that, do you think?
She says that things happened in the past when I was raising her. Well, she's told my ex-husband things that happened in the past, and she won't return my phone calls, and it makes me very upset and unhappy.
Of course. You know, you're a mama, and I get it. It's extremely painful. So you're
extremely painful.
Yes, and I totally understand. And, you know, I've found this, that my mom did the best she could when I was a little girl, but it wasn't what I needed. You know what I mean? So I think that a lot of times, how old is your daughter?
She is, she was born in 1975, so she's what, 40?
She's 44,
in her 40s.
43. Yeah, so she's my age, okay? So our generation, we were raised in the 80s and 90s. You know, we're a very different generation, and the parenting that you needed, you probably parented her the way you wanted to be parented. It wasn't what she needed. And so what I would do is, if you want to repair with her, you're powerless over her, but what you can do is go, I want to honor your feelings. And whatever it is, I'm open to hearing your experience. And I love you no matter what and whenever you're ready. And then letting it go. And you can also talk to her soul. And the pain that's coming up, you need to look at, where is this a familiar feeling? I feel abandoned. I mean, it's your baby, and I get it. I'm a mama, and there's nothing more devastating than feeling rejected or abandoned by your daughter. But I think those feelings of abandonment and feeling rejected are also in you, Susan. And so you need to see, you know, going, hey, I don't want to feel this way anymore. I want to feel loved. I want to feel honored. I love my daughter, and I'm going to love her even if she hates me. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, I'm going to love her no matter what.
I remember feeling very much strongly hate towards my mother myself, but I never thought my dad would feel that towards me.
Well, and it's a normal cycle of life, and it sounds like your daughter also isn't owning her stuff. You know, I had this conversation with my mom when I was 21. You know what I mean? Because going, hey, but I'm a different person than your daughter. So, you know, for your daughter, she needs to also look at her side of the street and what she's choosing. You know, you both, my brother and I were raised in the same house. We had completely different experiences, you know. So honoring her experience and loving her where she is and opening the door to go, I'm here when you're ready to resolve whatever it is without being defensive. I just want to hear because I love you no matter what. And I want to repair because you're my baby forever. You know? There's that book. I love it so much. It's like, I love you forever. I like you for always. As long as I'm living, my baby, you'll be. And holding that energy so she can feel comfortable coming to you when she's ready.
Okay.
Because she wants to resolve it too. She just feels like you're not going to receive it. So if you can get yourself to go, hey, I'm ready to receive it. I want to hear whatever it is you have to say. I would love to repair with you because I love you no matter what.
Okay,
and I did the best I could.
Good.
Yeah.
Because I've called her and all I get is her answering machine. It's like.
Well, and then you leave her a message or you write her an email and you go, whenever you're ready. You give her space and you open the door for her to walk through when she's ready. And that's the most important thing, is you opening the space to love her where she is and healing your hurt. And not because I say this all the time, sweetie, the way people treat you is less about you and more about them. Okay? So
yeah, it's definitely about her, because I did nothing but love her all through her childhood.
But she has a perspective. It's not about that. She has a perspective. And just be willing to hear it and go, I did the best I could and I loved you the best way I could, and I'm sorry you didn't get what you need. Can we move forward from here?
Okay.
That's the conversation. Instead of dwelling on the past, being willing to just hear her experience without getting defensive.
Okay. That sounds good.
Thank you, Susan. Thank you. Good luck with that.
So much. I love you, Nadia, and thank you. And welcome back to the United States.
Thank you. Back in the USA.
I so wanted to come in August. You know, I really wanted to be there, but I just wasn't able to.
No worries. No worries. Thanks, Susan. Have a great day.
All right. Welcome back.
All right. Next, I got Maria in San Francisco. Hi, Maria.
Hi. Good morning. Thank you so much.
Good morning.
I'm trying to put in place changing my energy. I'm having financial issues, and my bank was levied unexpectedly, so I'm dealing with some loans I need to pay back. But I'm also trying to still schedule a trip regarding dealing with the passing of my mother, and so I'm not able to.
A lot of stuff, Maria, a lot of stuff. You've been overwhelmed for about a year now. It's been a year of overwhelm for you, right?
More like a lifetime.
Yeah. Well, and this is what you want to change, you know. What they keep showing me, and we've spoken several times, and it's so funny because I don't remember until I talk to you and your energy comes like flooding back to me. I remember now your siblings and no, it's a good thing. It just means that it all comes back. But what I'm feeling is like, you know, you have this conflict. You're bombarded with things coming at you. So that space inside of you for spirit, for creating, for consciously creating just isn't there because you're constantly in a state of overwhelm and being bombarded with the negativity that's coming at you. Grief, money, disconnection from your siblings, losing a family member. I mean, it's constant, right? So you have to find a way to detach from it and become the observer to it instead of being so engulfed in it, because you're so engulfed in it, sweetie, that you're drowning. And it's affecting you physically. It's affecting you emotionally. I'm guessing you're not sleeping very well. I'm guessing your body hurts. Yes?
I have a lot of health issues that have started or added to what was already there. Yeah.
What was already there. All this stuff is affected. It's like you're literally have a boulder on you that you're trying to push up constantly. That's what it feels like. And where you are right now, what's required of you to get to the healing and the happiness that you really want to open to is a radical letting go and a complete shift in what you're focusing on during the day. All of these things, the body stuff I think is the hardest. The money and body I feel like are the two hardest things because they're survival connected. They're connected to our deepest sense of survival. So it's like our animal instinct. So those are the things I would start with you is every day, 15 minutes on each subject, I want to feel better in my body. Okay, I'm allowing this X to heal. I'm allowing myself to sleep better. I'm looking into and open to the solutions around my body that are cost effective. I'm ready to receive money. Whatever it is, you got to start shifting the train because your train is moving towards all this sort of hardship. Everything's a struggle. Everything's hard. Nothing works out for you. That's what's dominant in your vibration right now. And you can shift that in 24 hours if you're willing to shift that.
I do, and it seems to work like for a day or a short period, and I do have miracles, but then it seems to go back. Like last week
because you have a default.
Okay.
You have a default position. You have a default. So what happens is when you get a little lazy, like this is like working out, People are like, I worked out and then I stopped, and then I gained weight. Well, you stop working out every day, not once a week. Because even if you do a little bit, when things come at you that are negative, so like this, I hear this so much. People are like, oh, I was doing so great, and then I got rear-ended, right, by some jerk on the road or something like that, right? And you go, oh, how could that be? I was feeling so good. I was doing well. Well, you created that from the past. That was from old vibration, right? So you go, okay, this is old. I know what this is. What do I want? Why do I want it? I'm going to shift it right now. I'm not going to let this take me down. My favorite song is like, nobody's going to break my stride. Nobody's going to hold me, from the 80s. That's your mantra. I'm not going to let this stuff put me in the toilet anymore. I'm done letting all these conditions dictate who I am and how I feel. Taking more control because things are ready to shift for you, Maria. They're ready to shift, but you need to make a radical shift in your perspective because there's still a victim energy. There's still these things are happening to me, poor me, and you got to let that go. Not that it isn't for you. It all sucks and blows for sure, but it's not helping you for me to agree with you on that.
No, I agree, and every day I do that, but clearly it's not enough. So
it's not that it's not enough. Are you getting to the feeling place? Because I'm feeling you right now, sweetie, and the dominant feeling is nothing works for me. That's what I'm feeling from you. So you need to go, I'm ready for shit to work out. I'm ready for it to be easier, but really get the feeling of it, not just the words. Because you'll see as you keep doing it, you'll start to find the words that work for you. So, for example, I want things to work out for me. I want things to be easy. Feels like that's true for you right now. I don't know that you can jump right now to everything works out perfectly for me. You're not there right now in this moment. You can get there in 20 minutes, but it's about you starting going, what's the truth? What resonates as true and feels better than where I am? So give me one major thing and I'll help walk you there. Give me one topic that you feel like is really a bugaboo for you. I know there's a lot, but give me just one.
That's hard. Well, I'm trying to decide about when to go on this trip, and everyone else is going in September. But I'm hesitating because it's tied into the levy and the loans, which I wanted to settle or discharge. And then I get Social Security, so it's like all of that is going on right now, and I didn't want this to affect my trip.
Right. So do you want to go on the trip, yes or no?
I do, but then I have digestive health issues, and I'm trying to figure out how to support myself dietarily and energetically in this space on where to stay.
Well, so what I'm saying to you is when you say, yeah, I want to go on the trip, it's like, kind of. It feels like more of a pain in the ass. It feels like work. It feels like struggle. It doesn't feel like, yes, I want to go. Like when Dee and I are like, Hawaii, yes. That's not what I'm getting from you. It's like, yeah, but this. So when I ask you for a subject, I think your subject is, so I mean, for me, it's health or money. I would pick one of those. Health or money. Which one do you want to focus on? Which one? Pick one. Health or money?
Health.
Okay, let's do health because I think you're right. I think that's the dominant one because I think the health is what makes you feel the worst. Yeah, I think it's effective. I think you're on the money. Good intuition, girl. That's right. Okay, so around improving your health, what's the symptom? There's several symptoms I feel in your body. What's the symptom that bothers you the most?
The stomach and being able to eat properly.
Okay, yeah, that's a gnarly one because that's every day. That's how we nurture ourselves. That's joy of eating. It's like, oh, I can't eat anything. Okay. So what they're showing me is there's a definite block to your, believe it or not, your top two chakras. And so what's happening is there's too much energy in your stomach. There's too much heat. There's too much fire. Do you see what I mean? It's inflammation. So everything that you eat is inflaming, right? It's causing an inflammatory response, which means you can't digest your food, you can't get nutrients, that sort of thing, okay? So what they want you to do is, because there's too much heat in the stomach, that means too much negative emotion, too much resentment, too much fear, too much anger. It's all there, girl. It's all stuck in your stomach. Okay? So the release, what they want you to do is open up, and you understand the chakras, those top two chakras, that's your third eye and your top chakra, and start receiving energy from above to balance your body because all your energy feels stuck in your stomach, honestly. It feels like red, fiery, inflamed, uncomfortable, and inflammation is the cause of most illness, as all illness, actually. So it's like a calming. You need to find calm and connection. Those are the two things. Calm, connection with source, really feeling that energy moving and pulsing through you and and cooling energy. I would like call in a blue, light, cooling energy around your stomach to cool that off. And I would also write out, I'm resentful because, I'm angry because, I'm afraid, and then go turn it around and go, this is what I want. I want to feel this. I want to feel great in my body. I want to feel loved and respected by people. I want money to come in, and use that as a bouncing off point for creation. This is a powerful exercise for you because there's a lot of stuck energy there. That's going to, if you release it and you vomit it out and you let it go, that stomach can now start to heal and cool down. Okay?
Okay. I will do that.
All right,
Thank
Maria, let me
much.
know how that goes. I would listen to this again and write it all down because it's a lot that I just gave you. But it will work if you do that.
Yeah, I have a lot of
better,
decisions to make real fast in like a few days. So
and you want to feel. You want to feel. That's why if you don't have that connection, you're thinking from your head. You're trying to make a decision from confusion instead of yes or no, what's the highest path for me in alignment with my abundance and feeling good about in my body? To go on the trip, yes or no? What do you feel?
I have to. It's regarding my mother's passing.
Okay, but
it's
that's
just
what
a matter
I'm saying
of when.
And that's what I'm saying is show me the highest timing. Show me. You have to go to your higher self. You can't go to your mind. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Thanks, Maria.
Thank you.
Next I got Robert in South Carolina. Hello, love.
Hello, Nadia. How are you?
Good, cutie pie. How can I help you?
Well, I've got a testimonial, and the testimonial is about money, and
Great.
I think this will help a lot of people today. Yesterday, I received $25 from a bank, And what this is about is it costs $25 to close an account early. And I had exactly $25 in the account. Let me tell you how I got here. I have been channeling money, and I know that it's going to be easy. It's going to come from anywhere. It can come from anywhere, and it will. I don't even have to earn it.
Right.
And this man that I work with talked about opening accounts, and then if you hold it and do the certain things that they want you to do for, like direct deposits, then they give you, $300 or $200. And I opened one, and it was with one bank, and it was going to be $300. And then there was a second one that was going to give you $200, and I was like, all right, $500. But the one that was $200 felt a little bit stressful for some reason, and I just pushed through. So I opened it, and then I opened it with $25. Then I found out there were no banks close to me, so I wasn't going to be able to fulfill all the duties in order to get the $200. Well, I worked at it, and then I thought about closing it, and then I knew that it would cost $25 and to close it. And then I was just trying to figure out what to do. Well, last week, Dee had a caller, and the answer for the caller was she had to commit to it. And I don't remember anything, but I just remembered that caller last Sunday.
So you had to commit. So you said, I'm committing. Right.
And just to go back to another story, there was I had to remember what it felt like to commit, because sometimes I don't always commit. Sometimes I think that I've committed.
Well, and I think that's for a lot of people too. It's an energetic, like this is what I was saying to Maria, is commit to a direction, and only that.
Right.
That is my only focus. Period. The end. And when you commit to a direction, so I want the highest timing. For me, it was like I'm ready to go back to California. I'm going home. I literally said I'll be home before my birthday. I'm committing to that direction. And so as a result, what happened? Because you committed.
Well, I remembered past times I committed, and it felt like, well, this is what I want, and this is the simplest thing that I can do, and I'm just going to do it until it happens. And so I called up the bank, and I said, hello, I would like to close my account. And they were like, okay, sure. I said, the reason I'm closing because there isn't a bank near me, and so I won't be able to do all the things that I need to do for this bank.
Right.
And and I said, will you please give me this refund of $25? She said, yeah, because it costs $25 to close it, and you only have that in here. I said, I know, but will you please do it? And I was just very sweet. I said it just like that. Something.
Yeah.
And then she said, well, we'll put it down on the closing request. I don't know if they will, but
I'll try.
They either will or they won't. And you'll know when you get a check in the mail. And so I was just, okay, well, it's going to happen.
And you let it go.
I didn't say that to her. I was just,
Right.
I just knew it was going to happen. And I kept on thanking God, where I'd say, thanks, God, for giving me the refund on the account. I would just say that when I thought about it instead of worry. Then I got the check in the mail.
I love it. And we want to even go bigger. It's like, I think that the big thing with you, Robert, is you're so on this money thing. Money is like you're saying, you're like, I'm going to manifest. You're like, your desire for money. It's like, that song, I want to be a millionaire so freaking bad. I feel like that's your mantra. Okay. Like, I just feel like that's your jam right there. Okay. So I think that you're on the right track. I think that you got your quote unquote issue is knowing that you're valuable and knowing that the world is going to value you. And I think that little piece of, instead of focusing on the dollars, is focusing on knowing that I'm a good person and I have something to contribute to the world that's good.
Oh, that is good.
And that's your value. When you know your value, that's when the world gives you that back to you. So instead of going, I'm going to manifest the dollars, which also works, it's just this is your piece that I think will really help you. I think about, and I use this example, athletes, artists, are, when you look at people that make billions of dollars, whether it's a CEO of a company or whatever, Steve Jobs, it's because they were willing to listen to themselves and be their true selves out in front of people. And your calling, Robert, like when you went through with those horrible writing people, is going, I'm safe being me out in the world, and I have something valuable because I know that I want to uplift people and that I want to be happy and I want to love everyone and I'm an excited person and I bring great energy, and knowing that that's your value. It's not about, book read or degrees or job. It's about I'm a human being that's an uplifter, and that's valuable.
Excellent. And and I'm reaching that now, and I'm finding the tribe, like we talked about that one time, and I've even talked about this with Phyllis. I'm reading a book now by Elizabeth Sims. It's called Holy Hell, and she and I interact in real life. We've had dinner together, but she she mentions the body book in Holy Hell, which is her first novel, and so
isn't that funny?
What'd you say?
Yeah,
you have the book?
And these are all I have the book. I have the body book. And I think that it's all just in a holistic view. It's looking at everything, not just one thing. And that's for you, sweetie, is you're ready to know your value. And you're here to contribute something great. So finding what that is. You don't know what that is yet. But I'm willing to own it and call it. And like I said, God, use me, source, use me, love, use me. That's where you need to be right now.
And that's actually what I told Phyllis yesterday. I said, I'm ready just to write the stuff that I want to write and say, all right, God, show me what you can do.
And that's it. And if people don't like it, that's okay. Bring me the
and
people
cool
that it's supposed to reach. Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Well, thank you so much, Robert. I love your
Thank you, Nadia.
Okay.
You're welcome.
Bye, sweetheart.
Bye-bye.
Next, I have Randy in Colorado. Hello.
Hi. Thanks for taking my call.
No problem. How can I help you, Randy?
I hope you can answer this because she
Sure.
seems like she's the expert in this topic, but I feel like I saw something on Wednesday morning, and I just want confirmation, and if it's true that I saw this, why did I see it?
Okay, why don't you tell me a little bit more about what you saw so I can really get the full energy, and I will help you. Trust me, this is definitely my wheelhouse. When I was a little girl, I would see stuff all the time. I had to shut it down because it was too much for me, as I don't like seeing things. It scares me.
It scared me. And when I opened up to people, they're like, well, why were you scared? I'm like, because.
So what did you see, sweetheart?
I think I saw a UFO.
Okay.
And then I didn't tell anybody, but then somebody else in my neighborhood posted a picture of also something.
Okay, so I get that you saw something. I get a no on UFO. So it was something, and you saw something. But the big thing that I think that the awareness that you want to know is that aliens are not – there are aliens. There are definitely people on other planets, but they're at a higher vibration than we are. They're actually not bad or scary like we've made them to be in movies and stuff. They're actually a higher vibration. They're here helping the planet. The reason we have solutions we have is because aliens are coming in and helping us, not hurting us. There's no energy. Then so the thing for you, Randy, that it brought up is there's something outside of me that could attack me, that could harm me, that it's out of my control. And I think that's what we're looking at today. So where does that feeling of there's something out there that could hurt me or I'm out of control in this situation, where does that appear in your life? Or is that familiar?
Do I feel out of control?
Feeling like I can't control this, and that scares me. That makes me feel unsafe.
Yeah. Everything.
There you
I can't control anything.
Right. This is true. So is there something that pops out in your mind that you feel like we should clean up today? Because it feels like there's one specific thing that I want to help you clean up today around that feeling of safety, around that knowing that you're not going to sort of attract something attacking you or
I kind of just want to know what the heck that was then. It was like a ring in the sky. It was big, and then it was like white. Well, and it was like not far from me. It wasn't a helicopter or an airplane because they would have heard it.
Yeah, it wasn't a helicopter.
And it was definitely not a helicopter or an airplane. And honestly, it was not that far from me. Like, if I would have got out of the car, I probably could have touched those.
You know what's funny is it feels to me like it was an energetic download. Like there was something energetically passing, not physical. and only some people could see it on a certain vibration. That's what it feels like to me. Because it doesn't
somebody
feel
got
like
it on video. Somebody got part of it on video.
But what I'm saying is, like, not everybody could see it. Only some people could.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it feels like you probably had how many people in that area, and not as many people actually saw it.
Nobody. Like, I was surprised.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was there. It's always there, but some people are not a vibrational match to seeing it. See what I mean?
Okay.
Doesn't mean you can't capture it on video because it was there. It's a manifestation. But it's like my husband will go, where are my keys? I can't see my keys. I'm like, they're sitting in front of you, but he has a belief he can't see his keys, so I see them and he doesn't. You see what I mean?
Right.
It's like unbelievable. It's amazing to me how that happens. It's funny because where they took me with you is more survival fear, like money stuff. Is money stuff a thing for you? Okay. So that's where they're taking me. They're taking me there about that core feeling of unsafety comes around money. I feel powerless around money. I can't, something's going to come and take my money. Something's going to happen. I'm going to have to spend money on it. There's this feeling of powerlessness around money. So I think that that's where we're going. I wouldn't harp too much on this experience. Just call it a cool experience.
Okay.
But I just wouldn't, I think it's just a manifestation. And I think it's cool.
Okay.
Instead of, there's nothing here to harm you. I wouldn't worry too much about that. Don't get in your head about it.
Okay.
I would look more about this deep feeling of unsafety or feeling like the rugs would get pulled out.
We're in debt. We're in debt right now. So it's like, like we don't have credit cards, and my kids have to go to college, and like I have twins. They have to go to college in 2 years. Like, how am I going to get, I'm like praying they're going to get a scholarship because they do have all A's. I have a lot of fears around money, definitely.
Again, instead of going, the debt thing is, this is what happens, and this is what I was talking about with when you have a manifestation. We said this before. When you have a lot of manifestations that are evident, no, we have debt. Look, we don't have money. That's the energy you keep giving. You see what I mean? You keep giving that energy. That plant is huge right now. Debt is really dominant in your energy. What you want to make dominant is, I'm ready to let money in. I'm done with the struggle. Because you're going, I have to do it all. I have to make the money. I have to take care of my kids. That's all negative. They're creating their own fucking abundance. Excuse my language. Tell them how powerful they are. Tell them that they can create whatever they want to create and that you'll do whatever you can to support them and that together you're going to create more abundance. Because I'll tell you right now, they're going to be on their own track whether you pay for it or not. They'll create going where they want to go, but you got to start empowering them. You can be, do, or have anything you desire. You have no limits.
Right.
You have no limits. If you want to manifest going to NYU for $50,000 a year, we'll figure it out because you're a powerful manifestor and we'll make it happen. It may not be today, but we will. You got to get on that train.
Right.
You see what I mean? Or, hey, what are you called to do? Let's find a school that lights you up because if it lights you up, you'll make it happen. I'll tell you right now, just to share this story because I went to NYU. And my grandfather had died, and he had left my brother and I money for college. Okay, and my grandmother had invested it in the stocks, and the money was gone. The stocks were really, really low, so there was no money. And and I got into NYU, and I was so excited. I didn't know any of this. I just thought I had the money for college for my grandfather. I didn't think about it. And my grandmother, 2 days, but I was so clear. I was like, this is where I'm going. My mom's like, you may not get in. I had horrible SAT scores. And I was like, no, that's where I'm going. Like, I knew. There was just nothing going to stop me, right? And my grandmother said it was 2 days before the money was due, and she was going to call me and say, I can't send you. I'm sorry, you can't go.
Oh, my gosh.
And she got a check that what she owed was $34,000 for my school, for the first year, for the housing, all that stuff. And there was a check in the mail that was back paid Social Security from Italy from my grandfather for $34,000. And she said, my grandfather raised me like my dad. Like he raised me because my dad left when I was 3. And she said, oh, Nadia's going. No, Mario wants her to go. And she never told me until I graduated that's what happened. That's what happened. Okay?
Wow. Amazing.
And I'm called to tell you that story because I created that. My grandfather helped me out, but I created that.
Yeah.
Not my grandmother. You know what I mean? And she made the choice because she thought this is a sign. I mean, are you kidding me? The exact amount Like,
right.
stop. You know, he's like, I said I would send her to college. I'm going to. You know what I mean? So that being said, you got to get in your mind that you got to get your kids on board. This is a great opportunity because they know better than you. They know their abundance better than you. And so you got to stop feeding them that lack mentality and the debt thing. You can be out of debt. See the debt every day. Go, I see the debt going down. Money, I'm letting money in. That's what you got to, instead of the debt is fair and that's the energy you have right now. Going, magic can happen, miracles. I'm ready to see miracles. I don't know how it's going to happen. I really don't. And that's okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to allow in all the possibilities, like Robert was talking about, all the possibilities of the way money can come to me. And I'm going to empower my kids to manifest it because they got 2 years and what they can do in 2 years if I start empowering them right now. You watch them manifest that money. You watch them do it. You won't have to do anything. Okay?
Okay.
And you're a good mama and you love your kids. So make it easier on yourself. Make it easier.
Thanks.
You've got this, Randy. You can do it. Okay.
Thank you.
Bye, sweetie. Okay, bye. Next, I have Arlene, also in Colorado. Hi, Arlene.
Yeah. Good morning. Well, I'll ask you what I was going to ask Dee. I have a question about white light, and it's twofold.
Okay.
One,
great.
Just I've heard about it, and people use it, and I've probably used it. But I'd really like to know, more about it and how it works, what it does. The other thing, though, is years ago I was in a kind of a spiritual psychic training program, and the teacher there really put a negative on it, saying that it's great, it will keep things in. Or wait, it won't let things come in, but it also won't let anything negative go out. And
I don't agree with any of that. So if you want to hear my knowing and my opinion, my opinion is based in my experience. I've been doing this. I'm 43 years old. It's been 19 years that I've been doing this work with Dee.
Okay.
And I've done Reiki, I've experienced a lot of different energy work. And my experience is it's not about the white light. It's about the intention behind it. So if I believe that white light is going to cleanse me of any dark energy, and so it is. If I believe that white light is going to, so it's not about the thing, it's about what do I believe it's going to do. So if my intention, so for example, if I'm in a meditation, and this is for me, okay, personally, I'm in a meditation and my intention is to lighten up my energy and let's say release some negativity or some resistance in whatever subject. For me, when I sit down, I see pink and blue. Those are my healing colors for me. And sometimes I'll purposely use white because I feel it brightens me or expands my energy. That's the association I have. So it's not about other people's association, Arlene. It's about what you intend with it. So if you intend, sometimes I just see colors. Sometimes I'll see yellow. Sometimes I'll see, and it's like, ooh, the yellow is my solar plexus chakra. So that tells me that there's empowerment that I need to look at. So my energy is going to communicate with me through color, through light, in whatever way to get me the message. So what's your association with white light instead of giving the power away to someone else to tell you? Because white light is whatever, the association is cleansing. So if that's what you want it to do, then that's what it will do.
I see. So cleansing or protecting.
Right. Yeah. Like some people, like for me, I see a bubble around me when if I want to be protected, or I'll see a bubble, like a sheer, shining, almost like diamond-like bubble. And that's when I protect myself. That's my visual. So whatever works for you, Arlene, it's finding connecting with your inner being of what works for you and what resonates.
I like that. And now, again, in this class, we were taught it had to be golden light energy. Any thoughts on that, or that's just the belief?
I think it's whatever, like I said, someone used their channel and that's what worked for them, and they're teaching you that. And if it resonates with you, great, use it. If it doesn't, go, for me, purple works. For me, whatever, for whatever reason, like purple is the color, those purple and pink colors are whatever comes to me when I'm in a real channeled place for whatever reason. And that's my third eye color, and my crown is purple and pink. So for me, those are the colors that come to me. Gold, I love the color gold, but it tends not to come to me organically. White comes to me more organically. So ooh, how does the gold feel? Ooh, yes. If it feels good, use it. If it doesn't, don't. I don't think it's more complicated than that. And I think you take what works, you take it, and then you make your own rules. you
could literally do
whatever you want, sweetheart, whatever color. If you look at magenta and you go, oh, I love that color, use that color.
Very good. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, Arlene.
Like that.
Thanks so much. Sorry, disconnected you too quick. Next I have Pat in Connecticut. Hello.
Hi. First time talking with you?
Yes. Hi. Nice to meet you.
Hi. You too. I'm wondering, I'm not sure what you do. Can you channel?
Yeah, that's all I do. So we could do a general for you. So we could just go see in your energy field what needs, or you could ask me something specific and we could look under that rock. It's up to you.
Okay. Thanks. I have a question.
Sure.
I've been working on healing for years, and it seems to get more and more intense as the years go by. So there's a lot of issues across the board, and right now I'm looking into EMDR, which is a kind of therapy.
Yeah, I know exactly what it is. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I've got interviews with two different people. One I met, and it's interesting. I repeated something that he said, and my therapist said, run. I'm not so sure I agree with her. And the other one I'm meeting this week. And just, and maybe eventually I'll work with both. But if you see any preference of either of them, one is a male and another one is a woman who owns the business, and they do a variety of things. Besides, I'm not even sure if they do EMDR, but I was sent to her as well.
Right. So this is what I get, Pat. So what's your intention? What do you want to get? Tell me the goal.
I have had an absolute life of hell almost every minute of my life. And I'm getting older to the point where things are getting cemented, and I have got to release as many triggers as possible so I'm not feeling them.
So tell me what they are. Tell me the biggest one.
I started at 4 becoming agoraphobic. And I've got...
So these are, what I'm asking is it physical or anxiety-based, fear-based, emotional-based?
I think it's mainly emotional, but I'm, looking at the hormones and, energy and, inability to lose weight, I think is hormonal, and I'm looking into those areas too. And I am working with doctors.
I got it. Okay, I got it all. So, Pat, first thing, your whole life has been focused on there's something wrong with me that I need to fix. So that is your dominant vibration.
Okay.
The vibration you have right now is there's something wrong with me I need to fix. That needs to change this moment.
Okay.
I'm ready to go to my natural state of well-being. I'm ready to revert back to my natural state of well-being. The problem is you got a lot of momentum of a lifetime of negative emotion, of fear, of anxiety. You came in a sensitive being. You went, holy shit, there's all this energy coming at me, and I'm going to shut it down. And so the agoraphobia is you were taking into your sensitive spirit. So you took in all this energy that was going on the planet when you were born. Do you see what I mean?
Okay.
And you owned it as yours. It's not yours. Your biggest issue is letting go of what's not yours, but now you've made it yours through practice, right?
Yeah.
So the weight is always protection. It's always, I don't feel safe out in the world. So this is your manifestation. I don't feel safe out in the world. The world is going to hurt me. Everything out there is scary. This has been dominant for you.
Yes.
In order to, quote, unquote, heal this, you don't need anybody else. You got to be done looking outside of you. You got to start going, I can do this. And all it is going, how do I want to feel? And I'm going to tell you right now, going to a therapist, what I feel like when you go to therapy, it feels like you're regurgitating and talking about the same things and just sort of solidifying. By the way, my master's degree is in marriage family therapy, so that's why I know what EMDR is and all this stuff, but is solidifying the negative patterns instead of changing them. And what I want you to do is go, I'm done living where I've been. I'm ready to go where I want to be. Do you see what I mean? You have this belief that there's something pulling you, and it's not. It's just the continued attention to it that keeps it growing. So, do you still have the agoraphobia?
Yeah,
I get a no, meaning I don't think it's what it was. It feels a lot better.
Yeah, I am better. I think there is, in the past few years, I've realized I think there is some aspect of it. I'm hypervigilant, which interferes.
Well, I think that what I want to get you to is your natural state of well-being and connectedness. And I'm going to tell you right now, Pat, you have a strong psychic connection. You have a strong channel. You could be, your energy is built to be a medium. Do you know what a medium is?
Yes, I do.
Yeah. And you've been blocking that your whole life. You're scared of that because you have a channel that energies can pass through when you're open in a really cool, amazing way. That's your natural state. But when you came in, you were not supporting that, and it made you feel suffocated by the world because so much energy was coming at you. So now it's about, you're an adult woman and you get to choose. I'm ready to be safe. No, I'm safe in the world. I'm ready to let all this go. I'm ready to be in my full greatness. I'm ready to be the channel I came here to be. Bring me the highest energies that are in alignment with who I really am, because none of this is who you really are. That's why it feels so terrible. It feels terrible. And, you got to stop focusing on there's something wrong with me, because you ain't broken, honey. You're not broken. There's nothing wrong with you. You've just been practicing some false truths. They're not true. So what do you want to be true? I am my own healer, and this is the time for you to be your own healer. It's time now. So when you go to therapy, instead of talking about what's wrong, go, this is what I want and why I want it. Okay. That's going to be more productive for you than talking about what happened in the past.
Would that work with EMDR as well?
Yes, EMDR is great. It works for a lot of people. It is more solution-based. But empower yourself. Do you see what I mean? Go, I'm taking this, I'm going to do this for me, not I need someone else. And I'm going to tell you, both these people aren't the right people. The man and the woman, I get a no on both of them. So there's something else. Because, you're open to the highest solution for you to be empowered as your own healer. That needs to be your own intention. Because in therapy, that's you running the show. So therapy is good for you if you start to direct the energy in a different way. What do I want to get out of therapy is I want to start getting solutions and heal myself and learn to shift my self-talk and shift the way I speak to myself daily. Because that's what's going to change your outside life. I want to love myself. I want to feel great. I don't want to be afraid anymore. I'm so tired of being afraid. I want to be confident. I want to be empowered. That needs to be the new conversation.
Yeah. And the therapist I do see is like that. And
Good. But stay on that and wait on the EMDR. Just wait till you get the right person for the EMDR, because I don't think you're there right now. But EMDR would be good for you. I feel like there would be benefits for you.
So instead of working on triggers, I can work on solutions with EMDR? Yes. Okay. What do I want to create? Not I need to release this trigger. It's I want to implement and implant empowerment.
Okay. And will I find the right EMDR person? You will, once you know that you're the one that's doing it, not them. Okay. Okay. Thank you so much. Blessings. No problem, Pat. Thank you. You guys, it has been such a joy to be with you. I wish I could talk to everybody. Unfortunately, I got to cut it off right here with 5 minutes to go. You can also catch me. I have my own show, Intuition by Nadia, on Blog Talk Radio. It will be September 7th, 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Please call in to chat with me if I didn't get to you guys today. Subscribe. Happy to be of service to all of you. It has truly been a joy, and I hope I chat with you guys soon. Thanks so much.
Thanks for joining Dee on Conscious Creation. Visit her website at imdwallace.com for awesome downloads, archived shows, enlightening webinars, and amazing free offerings. And remember, you can hear Dee every week on BBS Radio, iTunes, iHeartRadio, and live at Oneness Talk Radio. You can also hear Dee on Get Inspired Media Network, Transformation Talk Radio, plus UBN, Universal Broadcasting Network. Be sure to join us next week for Conscious Creation with Dee Wallace. And remember, loving yourself is the key to creation.